Hi, I'm coming back to you all on the continuance about this wacky matter um of continuous charges that are being taken out of my account. Uh, I was charged for my last reservation that was supposed to be 3 days. I was charged for 6 days, which is 6 units. Um, a $200 hold was taken unauthorized, and if they go back the Friday before the 10th in the month of November, 7 days from November 10th, if they go back from that day, I came into one of their branches and I told them, I said, well, this is what they told me what's on my account, because if they would have told it to me, they would, you know what I'm saying, they go back and look at the camera, they would see that, and see I had already reserved all this stuff in advance. I couldn't change, and then plus they had my whole, plus then when I first started it was the weekend, and it's like you don't get your amount released. I didn't get the first two released until I did the next one, and then I already had another meeting plan that I need to do across country. So, and then that, like I said, spoke in the last video, there was no other car rental place that came up through the yellow pages on the available search engine to thyself. Somebody may come and say they had one, but was nothing. Um, they had nothing but the brand name ones available, and it was nothing. And at that time, like when I first did the experience, I didn't try them out until like a week before I did I started with them a week in advance, that Friday till the last November 10th. So I did them 3 times in 1 week. So it was like I couldn't go just to another agency and start everything up. And I already took 4 months researching between the various companies and calling their customer service several times. So if they definitely, have to go through and scan, it's shown I called and I did my research, I did my homework, but that all was in vain. Here's my paper that I got when I arrived to the airport. Okay. It shows the time. So this was like approximately up to what? I'm going to say maybe maybe up to 2 hours. I really wasn't keeping up with time because I have other stuff to do. I was kind of keeping up with time long as in the morning. I kind of had, a flexible window to, go see what was the right place to go and how to get to where I was going and then get to the next destination by a certain time. So this here, it has the information on here. They don't honor nothing they say. They lie about what their security deposits are. No, they do not have the right to get there. And they want to reply, and it is on the social media page of those in our network that have definitely sent them messages, those that of our care team that have sent them messages in regard to what they are doing. Now they give on here if an extension fee is $10 on here. They don't honor none of that. Okay. They say a $14.99 refueling service charge, but when they take surprise security holds against your against, I would say, lying, not just saying they lying, they lie, because if I ask you, you say no, it's not written on paper that this transaction is taking $100. This transaction is taking $500. Now, knowing that restaurants, grocery stores, all of them take holds sometimes or at times. So if you have each transaction taking holds off of you, and then Avis is live on Twitter what they sent to those in our network, our team, where they say it does not affect your credit score. So they know what they're doing, and then they love to tell you, well, why don't you just get there and ask for more credit? What I need to ask for more credit for when I paid the bill before I went on a trip so that I could have the approximate enough credit of a budget. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's none of their business about me getting more credit if you're going to keep on fraudulently charging, especially when you charge 6 days when only 3 days were used. And this is on this last reservation of November 7th to the 10th. So I'm not agreeing to anything. If you definitely could read it, I know you're going to have to stop it and whatchamacallit, put it on pause to read it. And so I'm going to move over and I'm going to show you the days that this agreement is for. There was no additional drivers, and they were supposed to. It was planned, but they were supposed to take that off of there at the front counter. So this is what the paper shows of my reservations, and I have sent also to the involved institution that should, as a customer, be proactively, they can proactively, cordially advocate on my behalf, but not have me wait no 30 to 45 days, because you're not gonna be forgiving my credit for the amount that you get there and report is the balance and what I've used. I've been okay if it was all the charges that I agreed, I signed to verbally, online, fine print. That's one thing, but pulling tricks and deceptive trades, no, this is unacceptable. So I want you all to see the quoted rates. The quoted rates on here. Do you see where it has $27.08 quoted rates? This is on one piece of paper. This is the transaction paper that I got from the airport before I went to that location. This is my transaction. This is not a general. It's a personal reservation that I made. And so the base amount that I agreed to that can be paid to them and nothing else. They asked that I want the supplemental liability. I said no because I have a credit card. It's on video. It says right here, if you see the $27.08, do you see also $36.10? I'm only agreeing to the day rate times 3. That's all I'm agreeing to for November 10th and nothing else. This here needs to be corrected as soon as possible. I believe their reporting date with the institution that is involved with this matter is around the 27th or somewhere around in that window. So you don't have 30 days to correct this.